Welcome everyone to our second round of the 2020 NRL competition. Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Okay.
Finally.
Well, it isn't. Yeah, it is afternoon. Yeah. Look, I'd just like to speak about a couple of things. I watched a couple of games at the weekend. I don't know which teams or anything else, but there was a couple of things I'd like to point out. Now, we are in a crisis at the moment with the coronavirus.
Yes.
And everyone has to be careful of their personal space, etc., wash hands and all that, and we're all doing it very good. But the NRL players, what's all this spitting on the field? I've always thought it was actually rather gross. And in one shot I saw them washing the football or sterilising the football off field, okay, in a bucket of water doing, well, so-called right thing. And then the next minute you see them spitting on the field. To me, that's,
And blood streaming down their face.
And blood streaming down their face, okay. And I just wonder how the game would go if it was non-contact NRL.
And social distancing.
Yes. So, but I don't know what you all thought, but I did think actually, all jokes aside, that the spitting on field, beside the point it's gross, really, that's something that they should be told to stop, particularly at the moment.
Yes, indeed. I totally agree.
Yeah. So that's what I thought we'd start with. But before I hand over to you, I'd just like to say thank you very much to Nespresso. You can't really see that, but the Nespresso,
you get a bit of
coffee pods and machine. They're our sponsor for this year, and if you haven't tried it, try it.
Very good.
So now, what have you got?
Well, on the coronavirus issue,
yes.
And those that are having trouble with obtaining their toilet paper, you might like to consider this suggestion.
Watch and learn, people.
There you go. Doggies could do it without toilet paper.
Well, what did we do before toilet paper?
Well, there's the dog.
Yeah, there we are. Okay.
And the other little thing is those that are missing out on their sport, just have a little read of that one there.
Day 2 without sport. Found a lady
on my couch. Apparently she's my wife. She seems nice. Well, isn't that sweet?
Isn't that sweet? I'm glad he kind of thought she was nice.
Yeah. And of course, the other thing, this might apply to certain people more than others. Before coronavirus, I'd cough to cover a fart. These days, I fart to cover a cough.
Okay. Well, I think on that note, we can leave the coronavirus. Yes. So now, what have you got on? What do you have to say about football? We're talking about football.
Oh, well, just one other thing before we go on. We've actually been contacted by Doctor Who, and Doctor Who has advised that.
What's his name?
World Health Organisation, Doctor Who.
Oh, okay, right here. Okay, yes.
And all spectators are to be removed. So we are doing the cleanliness thing. We are not removing them by hand.
So instead of the...
we're playing to an empty stadium.
Right.
And there we go. All our spectators are going. Oops. Get rid of them. Whoa.
But you do realise this video only goes for a certain amount of length of time.
Yeah, well, I'm getting there.
Are you right? Come on. And just pretend that the others have gone.
Yeah,
all right?
Yeah, okay, they're gone.
But well said.
Hang on, wait, we'll get rid of those ones.
But we need a referee or ball boy.
No, don't need a ball boy. Hang on.
Don't we need a ball boy?
No. And look, I'm actually going to leave Croker up there. Seeing he hasn't been, Cleary hasn't been returned to me. That's Keith's old mascot.
Yeah.
And he can be with the monkey there. Okay. All right, that's got rid of that frivolity. Shall we get on to the game itself?
I think we should. That's what we're here for. Okay, I'll just start with a couple of... Last week we kind of told you our predictions for this last round.
Yes.
We didn't do too bad considering... Well, I don't know about you, but I don't know the first thing about it.
That's all right.
We kind of thought the Northern Territory Sea Eagles would beat Caboolture Vikings, and they actually did.
It was a fairly big margin, I think, wasn't it?
Yes, that was right.
Yep.
And also Big Town Badgers would be beaten by Bathurst Bulldogs. We were correct there. Go Miles. But then we were wrong about the Brisbane Bulldogs. against the Caboolture.
Will.
About Will against his grandfather.
Yeah, his grandfather showed no mercy.
Yeah, Will, it was shithouse, mate. Okay, you lost by 122, in case you didn't know. Okay, pull up your socks. And then Humdingers and Shady Peas. We said Shady Peas and Humdingers won. Yellow Leadbetters, Brizzo Boys. We said a draw, but it was won by the Brizzo Boys.
Yes, it was a good result there.
Good result. Phantom Roosters and Wood Raiders. We didn't call that, but it was won by the Phantom Roosters by only about 30.
Yeah,
so,
very small margin. Yeah.
And of course, the game between you and I, well, ouch, you beat me.
Well, you've got to get off to a good start. But early days yet.
Yeah, it is early days. But that was okay. That was okay. So, so now what have you got now?
Well, perhaps we ought to go to the ladder. So,
okay.
Okay, can I take the ladder off? Do you want to remove our playing field? Oh, there we go. All right. Now we can actually put people on the ladder. You might be able to see that okay. We've got all the colours now, so that was this morning's exercise, doing colouring in. Not bad for an old fella. I think I got the colours right.
Good.
So we have Scotty here on top, Humdingers. Now, sort of the first half they won and the bottom half lost, but you get the idea, points differential, that's why they're on the ladder there. Humdingers, Caloundra Cowboys, you're back there, Bob. Brizzo Boys, and that was very refined for Brizzo Boys because last year they were pretty crappy. So Richard sort of has done a bit of study.
Yeah, but can I say round one they can still be crappy and be on the top of the ladder?
True.
Okay.
Yep, there's Carl, our used car salesman up there in 4th position, and I'm a Ninja Turtle this year.
Oh, God help Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Phantom Roosters, there's Steve, and there's Miles there, Bathurst Bulldogs. And so we go down Big Town Badgers down there. Actually, that's not showing up real good, is it? There, that's better. And you can see the rest. That's Wood Raiders there. They're the current champions. That's why he's wearing the crown.
I don't think you need go on any further because, you know, like...
All right, okay.
We'll come back this week.
Yeah, okay. You come back this week.
Yes, yeah.
Talking about... Oh, that can stay down there, I reckon.
Oh.
Okay. Well, do you want your notes? There you go. You got them. Okay. This is live TV, folks. All right. Hang on. Give us that. Rightio. This week's matchups. We've got Caboolture Vikings against Big Town Badgers. Glenn against Kel.
I think Kel.
Might be closer. I think I'm going to say Caboolture Vikings.
Oh, okay. All
Okay.
right.
Phantom Roosters against Northern Territory Sea Eagles. That's Steve against Carl.
I'm going to go for Carl, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Are you taking note of these?
No.
Oh, okay. Right.
Well, that's your section.
Okay, you said Big Town Badgers. We both said Carl. Brisbane Bulldogs against Bathurst Bulldogs. Well, the Bulldogs will win, but I actually think Bathurst Bulldogs might win.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He had a good run last week. And I'm against Wood Raiders. Now, the prediction on the computer says Wood Raiders are going to win, but I'm going to come out of the blocks and smash him.
I'm going to say Wood Raiders.
Oh, you're going to say Wood
You're
Raiders.
slow.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Humdingers against Caloundra Cowboys. That's first versus second.
I'm going to say Scott here.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay. Lead Belters against you. I think you should win that one.
Well, I've got to say myself, haven't I?
Yeah, I think you'll win that one. Brizzo Boys against Shady Peas 17.
Oh, I've got to go for Dick.
Yeah, Brizzo Boys.
Brizzo Boys.
Yep. I think that's where we stand with that one.
All right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And our predictions may come true. We hope they do.
Yeah.
And that will mean a big change in the ladder next week.
Yeah. Something I noticed with all the results this weekend was that I don't know. I've got a section here called bench stats.
Oh yes.
Now I know I lost by 42, but I realised that if I'd put, is it Katoa?
Yeah, Katoa. Yes, from the Sharks.
In place of Tapau,
Yeah.
I would have won.
Yeah.
Because Katoa, he got about
70 or 90.
90 odd
And Tupu
points.
didn't score you many.
That's
Okay.
right. And Kellen Miles, there was only 7 points difference there. Kellen, I presume you realise that if you'd put Frizzle in, you would have won because he scored 78 and he was on your bench.
Massive.
Boof, you would have had been a lot closer if Benji Marshall had been actually in instead of Keary.
Luke
Okay,
Keary, yeah.
So we need to really think about who goes on our bench and who is actually into play.
And
So
actually, talking about bench, remember when you tried today to get a decent half and 5 out? There's bugger all available.
There's nothing much available, but I presume you've all been looking. But good luck to you all. Okay.
Yeah, they've all the good ones have been pinched.
Anyway,
all right. Look, it's only a short one this week. We were going to have the commissioner on to settle the class action about players that were pinched.
Yeah.
But the commissioner is otherwise engaged, so hopefully he will be on next week.
Actually, that was something we didn't look at. The players that were pinched, how did they play this week?
There wasn't anyone who was outstanding.
Oh, okay. So
it's the principle of the thing.
So Papali didn't really kind of... He wasn't outstanding?
Don't think so.
Oh, that's all right. I feel much better.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
The only other things I might mention were a few injuries. The Warriors, they lose Mill through an ACL injury, and he's out for the season. Okay, so I'm not sure if anyone had him. Cherry, his return is delayed.
Bronson Sherry, he's a Sharpie.
Yeah, he's got a shoulder injury, and his return has been delayed. And when I was going through, a lot of the teams have got many injuries, but one team stands out that they don't have any injuries at all, and that's the Eels. I just thought that was, and South Sydney have only got one. But all the other teams do have a lot of injuries. Whether they're carried over from last year, I don't understand that, okay, because they've had all off-season to recover.
They did.
But, and this suspension, what is it,
Tavita Pangai Jr.
Yeah, he's out to round 6, and I saw that, and he should be out.
It was nasty.
Yeah, it was a nasty tackle.
Yes,
so that was just a couple of things that I noted, okay, so, yeah.
Anyway, I think that might be it for this week, and
that's
we
all
will
from me.
see what happens next week, and we shall see you all next week.
Yeah,
or we
bye
won't
for
see
now.
you might see us.
Well,
you know what I mean.
Bye for now.
Okay, bye for now.